Did you know there's an island off the coast of Massachusetts where there are no neon signs, no chain stores, and no bridges? And yet every summer, it draws presidents, CEOs, novelists, and professors like clockwork? It's not the Hamptons, it's not Nantucket, it's Martha's Vineyard. And for Boston's elite, this isn't just a vacation spot. It's a sanctuary, a tradition, a summer identity. In this video, we're diving deep into the Vineyard, not just what to do and where to go, but why this particular island has become the summer capital of New England's most powerful and cultured families. What draws them back every year? Why is this place wrapped in so much legacy and lore? And what exactly makes it feel so different from the rest? Before we begin, make sure to like and subscribe for more immersive looks at iconic destinations. Now, let's head to the island. First, some geography and character. Martha's Vineyard lies just south of Cape Cod, separated from the mainland by a sliver of sea. You can only reach it by ferry, private boat, or a small plane, and that's intentional. There are no bridges and no plans to build one. That limited access has shaped the island's culture. It filters who comes, when, and how often. It reinforces the idea that you don't just stumble onto Martha's Vineyard. You arrive with purpose. The island is divided into 6 towns, each with a strong personality. Edgartown is polished, whitewashed, and full of yacht clubs and historic homes. Oak Bluffs is colorful, playful, and more democratic, famous for its candy-colored gingerbread cottages and its deep cultural importance to generations of Black American families. Vineyard Haven, the port town, is practical and year-round. West Tisbury is rural and agrarian, home to writers and farmers alike. Chilmark and Aquina, on the western end, are remote, wild, and protected by conservation land. Think dramatic cliffs, grazing sheep, and unpaved roads leading to oceanside estates. Unlike other elite destinations, Martha's Vineyard isn't about being seen. It's about returning. Many families have been coming here for decades, some for over a century. Summer homes are passed down like heirlooms. Family portraits stretch back to black and white. Traditions matter. So does familiarity. So what makes Martha's Vineyard so magnetic for Boston's elite? It's a convergence of culture, class, and comfort. The Vineyard has long drawn a particular kind of wealth: old money, legacy professionals, academic elites. These are not hedge funders flying in for a weekend party. These are federal judges who write their memoirs here, MIT professors who come for the silence, venture capitalists who paddleboard at dawn and grill swordfish at night. But there's something even deeper. For Bostonians, especially those in finance, academia, or government, the Vineyard offers a familiar sanctuary. It's close to home, yet completely detached. You board the ferry in Woods Hole, and in 45 minutes, the city melts away. No skyscrapers, no traffic lights, just seagulls, sailboats, and dune grass blowing in the wind. The status symbols here aren't flashy. They're subtle. A rambling home with no air conditioning, because you don't need it. A weathered Jeep Wrangler covered in dust and beach stickers. A kayak strapped to the roof. A Vineyard Vines cap not bought from the store, but picked up at a regatta a decade ago. Let's explore a day in Vineyard summer. You wake up early. The air smells like salt and honeysuckle. There's no agenda. Maybe coffee at Mocha Mott's, followed by a trip to the West Tisbury Farmers Market. You buy basil, strawberries, goat cheese. You run into someone you once debated in college. Everyone is wearing linen. Nobody is wearing a watch. By midday, the beaches call. South Beach in Edgartown is wide, open, and popular with families. But the real prize? Lucy Vincent or Squibnocket, both in Chilmark, both private to town residents and renters. If you've secured a house with beach rights, congratulations. You're in the inner circle now. The afternoon drifts lazily. Kids body surf. Adults read hardcovers in low chairs. You might see a former governor folding towels, or a best-selling author sketching notes in a journal. This island is full of people who are famous elsewhere, but anonymous here, and that's how they like it. Dinner is at home, more often than not. Something grilled, something local. If you're eating out, it's at State Road or Detente, or the outermost inn, if you can get a reservation. Many elite families hire private chefs during peak weeks. Others prefer clam bakes on the beach, a tradition involving striped towels, portable coolers, and wine that somehow tastes better with sand between your toes. The social calendar here is dense, but discreet. There are cocktail parties, sure, fundraisers, poetry readings, quiet lawn concerts with symphony quartets, but very little of it is advertised. You need to know someone, or you've just always known. The Martha's Vineyard Book Festival draws big names in literature and politics. The Film Center in Vineyard Haven screens indie films with post-show Q&As. The agricultural fair is equal parts kitsch and authenticity, pie contests, Ferris wheels, and serious sheep judging. Even these events feel like rituals, not spectacles. And then there's Illumination Night. Every August, Oak Bluffs glows with lanterns, hundreds of them, hung from porches, painted by hand. Families come out in lawn chairs. Songs are sung, stories are shared. The moment feels small and eternal at once. But this isn't just a white-collar island. Oak Bluffs has long been a cornerstone of Black American summer culture. Starting in the late 1800s, Black families from Boston, D.C., and New York began vacationing here when other destinations barred them. Over generations, Oak Bluffs became a symbol of success and sanctuary, where doctors, lawyers, and judges built a community in defiance of exclusion. The Inkwell Beach, once a derogatory term, is now a place of pride, where families gather each morning to swim and socialize. The Cottage City Historic District holds hundreds of Victorian gingerbread homes passed down through generations. And in summer, it becomes one of the most vibrant and diverse hubs of cultural life on the island. Presidents, too, have found their way here. Bill Clinton made it a summer fixture in the 1990s. Barack Obama and his family vacationed here frequently during his presidency, and now own a multi-million-dollar estate near Edgartown Great Pond. For them, the Vineyard offered privacy, familiarity, and credibility. It was elite, yes, but also intellectual, historic, and emotionally rich. But you don't have to be a former president to belong. You just need to understand the rhythm, the codes, the fact that the real wealth here isn't financial, it's cultural, it's time. And that's the secret. Martha's Vineyard doesn't sell you anything. It offers you space. Space to breathe. Space to reconnect. Space to teach your kids how to dig for crabs or skip rocks across the pond. You won't find nightclubs or shopping promenades here. You'll find bookstores, bike paths, shaded trails, hammocks, and hydrangeas. You'll find people looking up, not down. For Boston's elite, often bound by busy academic calendars, grueling professional hours, or legacy social commitments, the Vineyard is a complete break from the noise. You come here to slow down. You come here to remember what summer is supposed to feel like. And you come back, every year, because the island remembers you too. So, why do Boston's elite flock to Martha's Vineyard every summer? Because it's more than a destination. It's a mirror. It reflects a life that values heritage over hype, reflection over rush, stillness over status. It's a place where summer isn't performed. It's lived. With bare feet. With salt in your hair. With long dinners and early nights. With traditions that feel both old and somehow brand new. Let us know in the comments. Have you ever been to Martha's Vineyard? What's your favorite town, your favorite beach, your favorite memory? Or, would you trade convenience for quiet? Because in a world that's moving faster every day, maybe the smartest people are the ones who know when and where to slow down.